Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I just came in today to do a review of Basketball Wives Season 5, Episode 1. Now, the episode was a little slow, but you would expect that because this is the first episode. And it starts off with Jackie meeting up with Shawnee. And they sit down and kind of get caught back up on, everything that's going on in their lives. And Jackie starts to tell Shawnee about a possible coaching job that Doug has. And the only problem is the coaching job is away. So you know that Jackie is not going to let Doug go off by himself. So she talks about how this would put a little crimp in her career. And, Jackie is not for the groupies. And I don't think she has anything to worry about because I think Doug pretty much knows Jackie's MO. And I don't think he would be out there cheating, But that is Jackie's hang up. Jackie even goes into talking about how, you have to check the balls. I had done a review about this before of Jackie talking about how you check your man's balls and make sure he's not doing anything. Now you could tell by the look on Shawnee's face that she thought that was a little bit too much information. And when I first had saw Jackie talk about that mess cracked me up because Jackie is just funny and crazy. But in this same meeting, Jackie asked Shawnee, has she heard from Brandy? And Shawnee says that yes, she has. Brandy did call and apologize for calling Shawnee a bitch and basically being disrespectful to her in that episode last season. Now, honestly, I don't think Brandy owed Shawnee an apology. In my opinion, once Shawnee sat down and became part of the group, now she may have been like the executive producer or whatever her title is, but once she sat down and became part of the group and she was all in the mix, then basically you're sending a signal to your employees that you're one of the girls now. So if you get into this shit, then and you're throwing it out there, then expect to receive something back. So basically, I think what Brandy did and what she said was actually right. Shawnee was being a bitch and acting a little above them. She wanted to play her role as the EP, but also get into the fray with the girls when they were, into their little beefs. And so when Brandy brought it back to her, Shawnee, then said, now I'm the boss. And that whole thing when she told Brandy her services weren't needed. I just thought that was a keeping it real, a bitch ass move on Shawnee's part. Now, the next little scene is Brandy sitting down with her friend that she introduces in Dallas. The girl's name is Duffy, cute little girl. And they are talking about whether Brandy is going to go back to LA. Brandy talked about the whole thing with Shawnee and how, again, she did not feel that she owed Shawnee any type of, apology, and that, basically she said what she felt, and, if Shawnee had a problem with it, then that was on her. Now, in this same meeting, Brandy explains that, she's having problems with her husband again. I think his name is Jason. And basically at this point, she's going to concentrate on herself. We find out that, when she gave him that chance, that basically, I guess he cheated again. So in that case, if I was Brandy, I would, kind of focus on myself too. Because if you're giving him chances and he's continuing to cheat, then basically he's out there doing what he wants, so you might as well do what you want. Now, her new friend Duffy talks about going to LA too. She's a DJ, and she believes that if she goes to LA, that it would, be a plus to her career. She basically says that she wants to be a star and LA is the place to do it. The next scene is Jackie meeting up with Malaysia. Now these two seem to be in a better place. You know, they meet and just take a stroll down the street and they talk about what has occurred in the previous season. And Jackie asks Malaysia, has she heard from Angel? Basically, Malaysia says, Angel who? She's basically saying that she didn't have a problem with Angel, but she heard an interview that Angel did where I think she said Angel said that she was going to punch her in the face or whatever. So they just walk along and talk about, you know, again, what occurred in the past season. Jackie asked Malaysia, you know, basically how she's doing. You know, Malaysia did go and finally get divorced last year, and basically Malaysia got a pretty good settlement. I think I did a video on that, and Malaysia's saying that she's in a better place and that I think she's ready to start dating and having a little fun. And Jackie tells her, you know, I have someone for you, which if I was Malaysia, I don't think I would, you know, date anyone that Jackie brings to me. But Malaysia is saying that, you know, she's up for it. And basically that was the end of their scene. And then the next scene is Tammy with her new little boo thing. Now Tammy has a new man. She says that he's 17 years younger than her, and Tammy seems to be happy with this new little fella that she's dating. She spoke about them trying to get pregnant. She says that they have had 3 miscarriages so far. Now, honestly, folks, I do not like Tammy. Ever since that season where she was bullying that girl, I haven't liked Tammy since then. You know, prior to that, I could take her or leave her, but that whole bullying scene that she did where she followed that girl and was just, you know, really giving it to her, and then sitting at that table at that restaurant, and after she had taken that girl's purse, I was done with Tammy after that. That was too much. I have said many times that I am not a very tall girl. I am 4'11", but if Tammy would have, you know, been all up in my shit like that, she would have had to fuck me up, because I would not have stood there and let her talk to me like that. That shit was ridiculous, and ever since then, I really have not had any use for Miss Tammy. Okay, the next scene is Jackie meeting with Malaysia. They are just meeting for drinks, and Malaysia says that she has a surprise for Jackie. And the surprise is Brandy. Brandy walks in, surprises them, gives Jackie a hug. Now, Jackie must have been surprised because she thought Brandy had been fired, you know, with all the whole thing that happened with Brandy and Shawnee last season. Basically, Brandy says she is here to stay. Jackie says that she believes that Brandy owes Shawnee an apology, and she claims that that's her unbiased opinion, but basically it's not unbiased because she gave her opinion. Now they sit down and talk, and basically, you know, in this scene, Brandy talks about her friend Duffy and how she wants to have a party to welcome her to LA when the girl comes out. Now, Jackie, being the messy person that she is asking Brandy if she's going to invite all the girls, meaning Shawnee and Tammy. And basically, Brandy says, no, I want this to be a warm, you know, fun affair. I don't want any drama, so I don't want to invite, you know, Shawnee and Tammy, because first of all, you know, Tammy is Shawnee's little bulldog. She says what Shawnee wants to say, and knowing them, if they came to Brandy's little affair, it would turn into something. So basically she says, no, I'm just going to have the party with the girl and the ones that I want to come. And pretty much that was their scene. They chop it up a little bit. And in the next scene, we have Angel at home. And Angel is there with her cute little daughter, and she's invited her friend over. What I notice is all of these girls have to be buddy-buddy with someone. They have to have their best little girlfriend there with them, I guess, for support. But Angel's friend is named Angel also. So this is a cute little girl that comes in, and she immediately starts talking about, that she is also dating a basketball player that she has a baby by. She explains to the original Angel that basically they're taking a little break because he doesn't show her the love, I guess, that she feels that she deserves. And they talk a little bit. There wasn't anything much to their scene. Like I said, this, first episode is pretty much reviewing what happened in the last scene and then introducing you to the new people that are going to be on the show. So that was pretty much their scene. In the next scene, Shawnee meets up with Tammy, and again they're talking about this apology that they feel that Brandy owed Shawnee. Now, Shawnee again says that Brandy did call and apologize, and she called several times to make sure that they were okay. But she goes on to say that, Brandy's out there running her mouth, saying that Shawnee really doesn't have the authority to fire her, and woo, woo, woo. And Tammy, just goes on to say that it was disrespectful. And again, they're beating this dead horse about this apology. As I said earlier in the video, if Shawnee is going to be part of the group, meaning she's going to be in the mix and she's going to be slinging arrows and saying little things about them, then she should expect to get it back. You can't play one of the cast members and then the boss as well. It just does not mix. This whole scene with Tammy, again, I don't like Tammy. And then Shawnee admits in this scene that basically Tammy is her bulldog. She's her ride or die. She says what Shawnee feels. And they also discuss whether Shawnee has heard from Malaysia. And basically she says, I believe no, and she was good with it. And so basically Tammy was like, you shouldn't be, I guess, saying that, we need to all get along. And Shawnee goes on to say that she really doesn't have a problem with Malaysia. It's just the whole situation, I guess, with Malaysia being Brandy's friend. If you ask me, all of them are really silly. Some of these little beefs that they have, it doesn't even really make sense, but I guess, they're doing all this for the show to keep the show interesting. But when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it, it's some he said, she said, and blah, 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 and I don't like her because she's talking about me. If the girl apologized and you were good, and to me, that's the end of it. You knew Brandy was going to need to save face after you sat there and basically tried to fire her on national television. She wasn't going to just sit back and take it. Child, these folks. The next scene is Brandy with her new friend Duffy, and she is going to finally introduce her to her old friend Malaysia. And this meeting does not go well. I don't know what was going on with Malaysia, but she wasn't really warm and fuzzy. And she came in, she hugged Brandy. She did say hello to the girl, to Duffy, but Duffy felt like she should have hugged her or maybe shook her hand. So right off, Duffy has like a bad vibe with Malaysia. So, they talk about everything that has gone on. And again, they go over that whole apology thing. But the main thing they talked about, and this is where I thought, I don't know where Malaysia was going with this. They talked about the split between Brandy and her husband Jason. And basically Malaysia was saying that she didn't feel that Brandy was being fair or that she was being stubborn or something. Now, I'm pretty sure that Brandy explained to Malaysia that she gave this man a chance and he cheated again with the, third or fourth chance she gave him, and that she was cool now. She knew what the score was, and while she's not talking about divorce right now, they are definitely separated. Now, you would think that with Malaysia having gone through her problems with her husband, she would be a little bit more understanding, but she wasn't. And especially with this being her girl, her and Brandy was supposed to be close. Now, if it was my friend and I knew all the shit my friend had been through with her man, and if my friend told me, I'm good with him right now, then that would be it. And even Brandy's friend Duffy, when Malaysia was saying, give him another chance, you're being stubborn. Now, she looked at Malaysia like, girl, what are you talking about? I think she even said it. And then they got to talking about other things, and just Malaysia just seemed a little aggravated the entire scene. And it's like she kind of had an issue with Brandy's friend. She didn't go in, pretty open in that scene. And basically eventually Malaysia told them that what they were discussing was annoying to her and that she was going to get out of there. And she basically got up and walked out, and Brandy followed her, and then Duffy followed Brandy. And pretty much that was the end of the episode. Now, I hope this gets better because, again, this first episode was, basically rehashing the last season and introducing you to the new girls. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be doing every episode of Basketball Wives. I'm going to give it a try, see if it gets interesting. If not, I'm out. That's it for me. But thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video. Have a great day.